Jennifer Lopez, and this are the truth. Jennifer Lynn Lopez, born July 24, 1969, also known by her nickname J.Lo, is an American actress, singer and dancer. In 1991, Lopez began appearing as a fly girl dancer on In Living Color, where she remained a regular until she decided to pursue an acting career in 1993. For her first leading role in the 1997 Selena biopic of the same name, Lopez became the first Latin actress to earn over $1 million for a film. She went on to star in Anaconda, 1997, and Out of Sight, 1998, and has subsequently established herself as one of the highest-paid Latin actresses worldwide as of 2017. Lopez is considered a pop culture icon, and is often described as a triple-threat entertainer. Lopez ventured into the music industry with her debut studio album On the 6, 1999, which helped propel the Latin pop movement in American music. With the simultaneous release of her second studio album J.Lo and her romantic comedy The Wedding Planner in 2001, Lopez became the first woman to have a #1 album and film in the same week. Her 2002 release, J.Lo, The Remixes, became the first remix album in history to debut atop the US Billboard 200. Later that year, she released her third studio album This Is Me. Then and starred in the film Made in Manhattan. After starring in Giggly, 2003, a critical and commercial failure, Lopez subsequently starred in the successful romantic comedies Shall We Dance? 2004, and Monster-in-Law, 2005. Her fifth studio album, Como Una Mujer, 2007, received the highest first-week sales for a debut Spanish album in the United States. Following a relatively unsuccessful period, she returned to prominence in 2011 with her appearance as a judge on American Idol and released her seventh studio album Love. From 2016 to 2018, she starred in the police drama series Shades of Blue and performed a residency show, Jennifer Lopez, All I Have, at Planet Hollywood Las Vegas. Since 2017, Lopez has produced and served as a judge on World of Dance. In 2019, she garnered critical acclaim for her performance as a stripper in the crime drama Hustlers. With a cumulative film gross of $3.1 billion and estimated global sales of 70 million records, Lopez is regarded as the most influential Latin entertainer in North America. In 2012, Forbes ranked her as the most powerful celebrity in the world, as well as the 38th most powerful woman in the world. Time listed her among the 100 most influential people in the world in 2018. Her most successful singles on the US Billboard Hot 100 include, If You Had My Love, I'm Real, Ain't It Funny, All I Have, and On the Floor. For her contributions to the recording industry, Lopez has received a landmark star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Billboard Icon Award, and the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award among other honors. Her other ventures include beauty and clothing lines, fragrances, a production company, and a charitable foundation. Early life. Jennifer Lynn Lopez was born on July 24, 1969, in the Bronx borough within New York City, to Puerto Rican parents Guadalupe Rodriguez and David Lopez. She has an older sister, Leslie, and a younger sister, Linda, who is a journalist. David worked the night shift at the Guardian Insurance Company before becoming a computer technician at the firm, while Guadalupe was a homemaker. When Lopez was born, the family was living in a small apartment in the Castle Hill neighborhood of the Bronx. A few years later, her parents had saved up enough money to be able to purchase a two-story house, which was considered a significant accomplishment for the relatively poor family. At the age of 5, Lopez began taking singing and dancing lessons. She toured Manhattan with her school when she was 7 years old. Her parents stressed the importance of work ethic and being able to speak English. They encouraged their 3 daughters to put on performances at home, singing and dancing in front of each other and their friends so that they would stay out of trouble. Lopez spent her entire academic career in Catholic schools, finishing at Preston High School in the Bronx. In school, Lopez participated in gymnastics, ran track on a national level, and was a member of the school's softball team. She excelled athletically rather than academically, competing in national track championships. Career 1986 to 1996, career beginnings and early roles. While attending her final year of high school, Lopez learned about a film casting that was seeking several teenage girls for small roles. She auditioned and was cast in My Little Girl, 1986, a low-budget film co-written and directed by Connie K. Iserman. Lopez acted as Myra, a young woman at a center for troubled girls. After she finished filming her role in the film, Lopez realized that she wanted to become a famous movie star. To please her parents, though, she enrolled in Baruch College of the City University of New York, only to drop out after one semester. She told her parents about her dream of becoming a movie star, but they insisted that it was a really stupid idea and that no Latinos did that. The differences in opinions led Lopez to move out of their family home and into an apartment in Manhattan. During this period, Lopez performed in regional productions of the musicals Jesus Christ Superstar and Oklahoma. From there, she was hired for the chorus in a Golden Musicals of Broadway, which toured Europe for 5 months. She was unhappy with the role, as she was the only member of the chorus not to have a solo. She later got a job on the show Synchronicity in Japan, where she acted as a dancer, singer, and choreographer. Lopez was selected as a backup dancer for the New Kids on the Block in 1991 and performed with them during their performance of Games at the 18th Annual American Music Awards. Shortly after, Lopez gained her first regular high-profile job as a fly girl dancer on the television program In Living Color. She applied for the job after one of the cast members was unable to continue with the show. Out of 2,000 applicants, Lopez made it to the finals. She was the runner-up but eventually received the role when the winner was unable to accept the job. She moved to Los Angeles to film the series and remained a regular cast member until 1993, when she decided to pursue a full-time acting career. Prior to leaving the show, Lopez briefly worked as a backup dancer for American recording artist Janet Jackson. Lopez was set to tour with Jackson on her Janet World Tour in late 1993 but backed out as she wanted to do her own thing. Lopez received her first professional acting gig in the direct-to-video drama film Lost in the Wild, 1993, co-starring with Lindsay Wagner and Robert Loggia. Later in 1993, Lopez signed a deal with CBS to co-star in the television series Second Chances. Lopez received her first major big-screen role in Gregory Nava's 1995 drama My Family portraying young Maria. Although her role was uncredited, Lopez received an Independent Spirit Award for Best Supporting Female nomination for her performance. In November 1995, Lopez starred in Money Train alongside Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson as New York City transit cops. In August 1996, Lopez had a supporting role in the comedy Jack. 1997 to 1999, breakthrough with Selena and On the Six. In February 1997, Lopez starred alongside Jack Nicholson and Stephen Dorff in the neo-noir thriller Blood and Wine. Lopez starred as the title role of the Selena biopic of the same name in March. Despite having previously worked with the film's director on My Family, Lopez was subjected to an intense auditioning process before she was cast in the film. Kenneth Duran of the Los Angeles Times stated that even in the forgettable films Money Train and Jack, Lopez's presence and ability made her seem just one role away from stardom, and with Selena she seized the opportunity and turned in an incandescent presentation that is especially strong during the film's numerous musical numbers. He concluded by calling the film not just a celebration of Selena's life, but also of the actress who portrayed her. The announcement was described as the role of a lifetime from news outlets, and Lopez's salary for the film was reported at $1 million, which made Lopez the highest paid Hispanic actress in history. After filming Selena, Lopez was really feeling her Latin roots and cut a demo in Spanish. Lopez's manager then sent the song, titled Vivir Sin Ti, Living Without You, to Sony Music Entertainment's work group, who showed an interest in signing Lopez. Tommy Mottola, the head of the label, suggested to her that she sing in English instead. In April 1997, Lopez starred in the horror film Anaconda alongside Ice Cube and Jon Voight. Lopez starred alongside Sean Penn and Billy Bob Thornton in the crime film U-Turn, in October 1997. The film, which is based on the novel Stray Dogs by John Ridley, received somewhat positive reviews from critics. In June 1998, Lopez starred opposite George Clooney in Out of Sight, Steven Soderbergh's adaptation of Elmore Leonard's novel of the same name. Cast as a deputy federal marshal who falls for a charming criminal, Lopez won rave reviews for her performance. Lopez provided the voice of Azteca in the computer-animated film Ants in October 1998. Lopez's debut single, If You Had My Love, was released in May 1999, as she began to ready her first album. Lopez became the first artist to top the Billboard Hot 100 with a debut single since Britney Spears did so with her single Baby One More Time 4 months prior. Her debut album was named on the 6, to reflect the New York City subway rail line connecting her home in the Bronx to work in Manhattan. During production of the album, Lopez was made aware that she received her recording contract on the basis of her looks and an already established name in the entertainment industry, and she wanted to prove she had musical talent. Prior to the debut of her music, critics wondered why she would take the risk of launching a music career. It was noted that, if the album was a flop, not only would it embarrass Lopez, but it might even damage her career. Waiting for Tonight, the third single from On the 6, is widely considered to be Lopez's best song. Lopez's musical success came as a surprise to critics. Its launch made the popular actor even more popular. Both the music industry and the public became intrigued by this woman who seemed to have so many different talents. By the end of 1999, Lopez successfully converted herself from a film star to a pop star. She joined a select few in achieving this feat, becoming the first since Vanessa Williams, 1992, and Martika, 1989. 2000 to 2002, film success, J.Lo and This Is Me. Then on February 23, 2000, Lopez, accompanied by then-boyfriend Sean Combs, wore a plunging exotic green Versace silk chiffon dress on the red carpet of the 42nd Annual Grammy Awards. The dress had a low-cut neck that extended several inches below her navel, where it was loosely fastened with a sparkly brooch and then opened out again, exposing her midriff and then is cut along the front of the legs like a bathrobe. The dress generated controversy and media attention, with images of Lopez in the dress being downloaded from the Grammy website over 500,000 times within 24 hours of the event. Lopez was surprised by the enormous media coverage, declaring that she had no idea it was going to become such a big deal. Lopez returned to the big screen in August 2000, starring in the psychological thriller The Cell opposite Vincent D'Onofrio. During the process of recording her second album, Lopez decided to tweak her image as she began to develop into a sex symbol. She started going by J.Lo, something fans often called her in the years after director Oliver Stone coined the term on the set of the 1997 film U-Turn. She subsequently named the album J.Lo. Released on January 23, 2001, it was a commercial success, debuting at number 1 on the US Billboard 200. During the same week, her romantic comedy film The Wedding Planner, in which she starred opposite Matthew McConaughey, opened atop the box office. This made her the first woman to have a number 1 film and album simultaneously in the United States. The album was preceded by the release of its lead single, Love Don't Cost a Thing, which reached number 1 on the Billboard Mainstream Top 40 chart. It was followed by the single Play. In April 2001, Lopez launched J.Lo by Jennifer Lopez, her own clothing and accessory company. Lopez felt that the voluptuous woman was almost ignored in the fashion industry, and therefore her company specialized in clothing women of all shapes. The following month, she starred in the romantic drama film Angel Eyes, which performed disappointingly at the box office and generated mixed reviews. After several months, J.Lo was declining on the charts. This prompted Mottola to recruit rapper Ja Rule to create an urban-oriented remix of the song I'm Real. This led to the release of I'm Real, Murder Remix, which quickly reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Its success resulted in J.Lo being reissued to include the single, which was number 1 in the United States during the week of the September 11 attacks. J.Lo became the best-selling album of Lopez's career, having sold 3.8 million copies in the US and moved over 12 million units worldwide. Having redefined Lopez's sound with I'm Real, Murder Remix, Epic decided to release further remixes in order to keep the momentum going. A remix album entitled J.Lo. The remixes was subsequently released on February 5, 2002. It debuted at the summit of the Billboard 200, making it the first remix album to do so. Its lead single, Ain't It Funny, Murder Remix, featuring Ja Rule and Cadil Akta, reached number 1 in the US. J.Lo. The remixes became one of the best-selling remix albums of all time, selling 1.5 million copies in the US. It produced 2 more singles, I'm Gonna Be Alright and Alive, a ballad co-written by her husband at the time, Chris Judd. In April 2002, Lopez opened her restaurant, Madres. The following month, she starred in the thriller film Enough, which was described by the Boston Herald as a kick-butt, female empowerment film. While filming Enough, which required an overworked Lopez to practice Krav Maga, she suffered a nervous breakdown. She recalled feeling sick and weird, refusing therapeutic help or medication. She confessed, "I was like, I don't want to move, I don't want to talk, I don't want to do anything." In September, she released her first fragrance, Glow by J.Lo. It performed strongly despite predictions that it would fail, and became the top-selling fragrance in the US. Lopez's third studio album, This Is Me, Then, was released on November 25, 2002. It was dedicated to actor Ben Affleck, her fiancé at the time. The album's lead single Jenny from the Block was later described by Sam Lansky of MTV News as her most iconic single. In the song, Lopez intones her modest childhood roots. The album itself performed strongly, selling 2.6 million copies in the US. Its second single, All I Have, peaked at number 1 in the US. That December, Lopez starred opposite Ralph Fiennes in the romantic comedy Made in Manhattan, which became the highest-grossing film of her career. Personal life. Lopez's personal life has been the subject of widespread media attention. From February 22, 1997 to January 1998, she was married to Cuban waiter Johnny Noah. Since their brief marriage, Lopez has endured many legal troubles regarding her relationship with Noah. In April 2006, she sued to prevent him from publishing a book about their marriage, contending that it violated their confidentiality agreement. The following year, a court-appointed arbitrator issued a permanent injunction forbidding Noah from criticizing, denigrating, casting in a negative light or otherwise disparaging Lopez. She was awarded $545,000 in compensatory damages, and Noah was ordered to hand over all copies of materials related to the book to Lopez or her attorney. A lawsuit regarding a compromising private honeymoon video in Noah's possession is presently running. While working on her debut album On the Six, Lopez began dating record producer and rapper Sean Combs, then known as Puff Daddy, later P. Diddy and Diddy. On December 27, 1999, the couple was arrested along with 2 others in connection with a shooting outside a Times Square club. They were charged with criminal possession of a weapon as well as stolen property. Lopez was soon exonerated, having had nothing to do with the crime. However, Combs was charged and indicted by a Manhattan grand jury. After leaving Combs, Lopez developed a relationship with former backup dancer Chris Judd, to whom she was married from September 29, 2001, to June 2002. Following her second divorce due to irreconcilable differences, she commenced a high-profile relationship with actor and filmmaker Ben Affleck, to whom she became engaged in November 2002. The media began to refer to them as Benifer, and they became a prominent super couple in the media and popular culture. Benifer became a popular term, which was eventually entered into urban dictionaries and neologism dictionaries, as the name blend started the trend of other celebrity couples being referred to by the combination of their first names. The couple postponed their nuptials indefinitely a day prior to the planned ceremony in September 2003, citing the media's interference with the event as the reason. Anthony and Lopez, 2006. Lopez's breakup with Affleck in January 2004 was her first real heartbreak. She described her next relationship, with her longtime friend, Mark Anthony, real name, Marco Antonio Muniz, as an attempt to find someone who could make me feel loved and wanted in my loneliest hour. Thinking back, maybe deep down I knew that this was a band-aid on the cut. Citation needed, she married Anthony that June, and lived in Brookville, New York. 2 men attempted to ransom a private wedding video that was stolen from the couple for $1 million, however, these men were arraigned in Manhattan criminal court on charges of conspiracy, attempted grand larceny and possession of stolen property. On November 7, 2007, during the final night of their co-headlining tour, Lopez and Anthony officially confirmed that they were expecting their first child. The announcement ended months of speculation over the pregnancy. Her father confirmed that the couple were expecting twins, revealing that it runs in the family. "My sister also had twins, so it's a hereditary thing." Lopez, who is a Roman Catholic, has stated that her faith discouraged her from pursuing in vitro fertilization treatment while trying to get pregnant. Lopez gave birth to a son and a daughter on Long Island, on February 22, 2008. The twins were introduced in the March 11, 2008, issue of People, for which the magazine paid a reported $6 million. The photographs of the twins became the most expensive celebrity picture ever taken at the time. 3 years later, in July 2011, the couple announced their split, with Anthony filing for divorce in April 2012. Their divorce was finalized on June 16, 2014, with Lopez retaining primary physical custody of the two children. On December 31, 2014, she legally changed her name back to Jennifer Lopez, dropping Anthony's last name, Muniz. Lopez had an on-off relationship with her former backup dancer Casper Smart from October 2011 to August 2016. She subsequently began dating former New York Yankees baseball player Alex Rodriguez the following February. In March 2019, they announced their engagement. In April 2021, they announced the end of their engagement. In March 2018, Lopez opened up about her own Me Too movement story of being sexually harassed by a director early on in her career, when she was asked to take her top off during one of her first films. Lopez has also been an active advocate for the Time's Up movement. Other activities: philanthropy, Lopez and First Lady Michelle Obama posing for a selfie at the League of United Latin American Citizens National Convention and Exposition in 2014 following the September 11 attacks. Lopez was heavily involved in charitable activities, joining various other artists. She was featured on charitable singles such as What's Going On and El Ultimo Adios, The Last Goodbye, which benefited people affected by the tragedy. $1 from each ticket sold at Lopez and Anthony's co-headlining North American concert tour, which grossed an estimated $10 million, was donated to Run for Something Better, a charitable organization supporting physical fitness programs for children. In February 2007, Lopez was honored with the Artists for Amnesty Prize by the human rights organization Amnesty International, for her work in the film Border Down, which shed light on the hundreds of feminicides in Ciudad Juarez. Lopez described it as one of the world's most shocking and disturbing, underreported crimes against humanity. In 2009, Lopez launched the Lopez Family Foundation, originally known as the Maribel Foundation.